Maya Aldao. Good day, BukSuans, the Philippines and the world. Welcome to Botanika Talks, a podcast series of Bukidnon State University. I am Dr. Lesley Casas Lubos, botanist, professor, and director of BukSU's Botanical Gardens and Herbarium. For today's episode, we are joined by a leader and advocate whose work continues to shape environmental and sustainable development policies in Mindanao. A true son of Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, Philippines, and an alumnus of Bukidnon State University Elementary and Secondary Laboratory School. He currently serves as the representative of the 2nd District of Bukidnon, Philippines. We also take this moment to honor the invaluable contribution of the Flores family to Bukidnon State University. Their generosity and vision played a crucial role in the establishment of the BukSU Botanical Gardens and Herbarium that have become a hub of learning and research, visited by scientists, students, and nature lovers from across the world. It is our honor to welcome our distinguished guest, Honorable Congressman Attorney Jonathan Keith T. Flores. Congressman Attorney Jen, welcome to Botanika Talks and thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Les. It's an honor to be here, and I'm glad that I've been invited to your program.
Thank you, Congressman Attorney Jan, for that warm introduction. We truly appreciate your presence here and your continued support for the university's initiatives on environmental stewardship. Congressman Attorney Jan, Bukidnon is a home to Mount Kitanglad, Mount Dulang-Dulang, two of the highest mountains in the Philippines, both within your district.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why these mountains are so important to the culture and environment of Bukidnon?
Well, it's important not only because culturally it is important to the tribes of Bukidnon. It is also important because we haven't studied it enough. That mountain holds, I think, a lot of surprises, a lot of things to discover, be it in plants or animals. I think that we need to study it more. And I think it holds more than what we currently know about. That's why I think it's important for Bukidnon.
That is indeed inspiring, Congressman
Yeah.
Attorney Jan. These mountains truly reflect Bukidnon's deep connection
Yeah.
between nature and culture.
Mm.
Mount Apo in Davao remains the country's highest peak, followed by Mount Dulang-Dulang in Bukidnon, Mount Pulag in Benguet, and Mount
Mount Kitanglad.
Kitanglad and Mount Kalatungan, both also in Bukidnon. What makes Mount Kitanglad and Mount Dulang-Dulang unique are their rich mossy forests,
Right.
remarkable biodiversity,
Mm.
and sacred significance to the indigenous peoples,
Yes.
standing as enduring symbols of both heritage and conservation. Can you share some environmental projects or laws you have supported that help protect nature and local communities?
Well, I find two bills that have something to do with the environment. One is a House bill protecting the peatlands, and the other is promoting the bamboo industry. The bamboo industry bill was filed originally by Representative Joman Alba of the 1st District of Bukidnon. And because of his explanation to us, we thought that it's also important to support such bill, primarily because one of the best bamboos are found in my district, in the 2nd District of Bukidnon, in Pasugong and other parts of Malaybalay. So the bamboo industry is something that can be sustainable, and it's also environmentally friendly. That's why I supported that bill. On the other hand, the peatlands is a bill that I initially filed to protect the remaining marshlands that we have and the peatlands that we have, because I was informed that further draining the marshlands and converting the peatlands to agricultural lands would also release a lot of gases that would be harmful to the environment. That's why I filed these two bills. Locally, however, I'm still looking for other ways to help protect the environment through bills that may be filed in the House of Representatives.
Thank you, Congressman Attorney John. Those initiatives highlight the balance between governance and environmental responsibility. It's encouraging to know that legislation can be a powerful tool for sustainability when rooted in genuine concern for both people and nature. How do you balance development with protecting environment in your district?
That's a very good question, Dr. Les, which until now I don't think anyone has have could provide a very good and definitive answer, because balancing development and our environment is always a tightrope. No, it's like balancing act on a tightrope, because while you try to endeavor to pass laws that will help develop the area, you would also like to ensure that the environment is protected despite the fact that in development is ongoing. So it's really difficult to determine what would weigh more in terms of the needs or in terms of the priorities. But finding the right balance might be the key to the proper and sustainable development of our province.
Okay. Indeed, finding the equilibrium between progress and preservation is never easy. Your approach demonstrates that sustainable development is achievable when guided by clear vision and evidence based
Yeah.
decision making. Congressman Attorney Jan, how can you encourage other Bukidnon representatives to help protect the natural and protected areas in the province?
Well, in fact, we have a very good relationship now. No? All the four representatives of the four districts of Bukidnon, including the party list representative Arlene Ayon of Suerte Party List, have all siguro gotten together and have this common understanding that we all live in the province of Bukidnon, and we all agree that it should be maintained like the way it is right now. That we should ensure that our environment is always protected, despite the fact that we've also tried to look for ways to further develop the province. Meaning, we are all one in considering that sustainable goals should come hand in hand with our environmental goals also. Now, how we are going about it, we've followed the principle that uh, the development of our province should not be at the expense of the protection that we provide for our environment also, because it should always, no, always come in hand. I'm grateful that the members of the House of Representatives, particularly those representatives of the four districts of Bukidnon, have agreed to such a level that we all think that we all not just think but agree that maintaining and sustaining our environment is always going to be the key to further development of the province.
That is a thoughtful perspective, Congressman Attorney Jan. Collaborative leadership among representatives indeed strengthens our shared responsibility to protect Bukidnon's ecological treasures. Your family helped start BukSU's Botanical Gardens and Herbarium, which received the Department of Science and
Wow.
Technology Best in Innovation Award. What inspired your family to get involved?
Well, the memory of my grandmother has always been a lover of plants. And once we heard about the botanical garden and herbarium that you've set up, uh, almost instantaneously the family said that we should support such a thing, because not only does it give honor and recognition to the efforts also of my grandmother, but it also provides us with a venue to further siguro ensure that there are studies that will be made as far as our plants and other related aspects are concerned. And I think the best way to go about it is to help support the activities that you've started. And we're very much thankful that you've accepted our help also. And we've also seen how long it has, how far it has gone. And we hope that you will get continued success and continue with your efforts in providing a better botanical garden.
Uh, we remain deeply grateful to the Flores family, Congressman
Thank
Attorney
you.
Jan. Your family's vision has left an enduring mark on our institution, providing a living legacy that continues to educate and inspire generations of students
Yeah.
and researchers. Looking ahead, what are your hopes or plans for the botanical gardens and herbarium to further benefit students, researchers, and the community?
Well, at the very least, if any person who could go visit the place would just be interested in looking at the plants that are available or in studying further what could be studied in the area, and not just in the garden itself but in our province, we have a lot to offer. I think that would be for me already a success. Any person who could be interested in further studying those things would already be a success on our part, no, and in your program as well. That's why we hope that it continues to be open, accessible to not only to the students but also to the public who may wish to visit it. And siguro you could also use other means like your program right now to further spur interest in the topic.
Those are remarkable aspirations, Congressman Attorney Jan. It's reassuring to know that the gardens and herbarium remain integral to your vision
Yeah.
for education and environmental awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Your continued support ensures that BukSU remains a beacon for scientific discovery and conservation. What makes Bukidnon special when it comes to biodiversity and natural beauty?
Well, just look around. No person who has been to Bukidnon who has taken the time to just look at his surroundings would not be able to see the beauty of our environment. And I think the mere fact that we have continued to live not only as a community but also as one who is close to the environment. I think that in itself is a testament to how the people of Bukidnon love the environment that they're in, how the people of Bukidnon would love to maintain and sustain the environment that they're in, and that they would love to see this be passed on from generation to generation for the benefit of the kids yet to come.
Truly, Bukidnon stands as a sanctuary of biodiversity. Your description captures the province's essence, a place where the natural and cultural landscapes coexist in harmony, reminding us of the responsibility to safeguard them. What are the biggest challenges we face in protecting our mountains, forests, and rivers today?
Well, for me, the biggest challenge would be how to balance economic development and maintaining our environment. Uh, as the population grows, the need for more farmlands or agricultural lands also increases. So, how do you balance providing food and at the same time protecting the environment? I think that would be the greatest challenge for the leaders yet to come. As of now, we're trying our best to keep that balance and to maintain the environment. But that would be a bigger challenge as we go on along the years, because Bukidnon has been a very nice place to reside in. As we have seen, there's a boom in housing development, and with it comes the need for more water resources and agricultural resources to plant more food to provide for the people here, not only in Bukidnon but also in Mindanao. So I guess maintaining that form of balance would be the biggest challenge, not just for the current leaders, but for the leaders who will be succeeding us.
So those are pressing
Yeah.
realities, Congressman Attorney
Hmm.
Jan. Acknowledging these challenges is the first step toward collective action. It calls for stronger
Yeah.
community engagement and more research-driven conservation
Yeah.
programs. How do you think Bukidnon can be an example for protecting nature and promoting sustainable development in the Philippines and beyond?
Well, Dr. Les, I think one of the best examples that we could show is that we have fought off the attempts of big mining companies to come in. And Bukidnon, until now, has been a province that has never opened its doors to large-scale mining. While they've been entertaining ideas about small-scale mining for Minahan ng Bayan or something like that, but we have never, none of the leaders, none of the administrations, past and present, have openly considered inviting the big mining companies. For me, that would be the biggest threat to what we have right now. And I don't think that Bukidnon is ready to go into that direction. And I hope that Bukidnon would be able to survive and continue to develop without ever opening its doors to large-scale mining.
An excellent insight, Congressman Attorney Jan. Bukidnon indeed has the potential to serve as a model of balance where growth, culture, and conservation work hand in hand toward a more sustainable future. Finally, what's your vision for Bukidnon's future in balancing growth and protecting the environment? And how do you hope it can inspire other leaders?
That's a very difficult question, Dr. Les. Because I just know that the temptation for further development will always be there. And I just hope that we could hold the fort, no, just not just now, but also in the future, and always keep in mind that we have kept this balance for so long, and this balance has led to what we have right now. And for us to continue having this form of balance, we must have not only good leaders who will maintain it, but we must certainly have a vigilant community who will be serving as our watchdogs, no, for the environment, to ensure that no matter how progressive a future leader might be, it must always have in mind that what we have right now was a product of balancing the need to develop and the need to preserve what we have, not just culturally but also environmentally, and to ensure that we can pass this on from generations for generations yet to come. So I really hope that that would always be in the mind, not just of the leaders that are to succeed us, but also of the younger generation who will be replacing the current society.
A profound vision, Congressman Attorney Jan. Your message reflects both hope and accountability, values that can guide future leaders in building a Bukidnon that thrives in harmony with nature. Thank you for joining us today on Botanika Talks. May this conversation with Congressman Attorney Jonathan Keith T. Flores remind us that leadership rooted in care for people and the planet can create a lasting impact, not only for Bukidnon, but for generations of Filipinos who will inherit this land. This is Dr. Lesley Casas Lubos. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and above all, keep safeguarding the richness of our natural and cultural heritage for future generations. Only here on Botanika Talks.